Good evening, all you prince and princesses out there. Join me in dressing up for this evening's bedtime story, The Princess and Her Magic Secret. Once there was a little princess who lived in a beautiful kingdom of mountains and lakes. When the princess became angry, which was very often, she would stamp her feet and yell and hit anyone nearby. She stamped her feet and yelled and hit the cook when her royal lunch wasn't ready. She stamped her feet and yelled and hit the royal horse groom when he forgot to saddle her royal horse. She stamped her feet and yelled and hit the royal jester when he made jokes about her. And she stamped her feet and yelled and hit the prince when he pulled her long golden hair. I probably would hit him too if he pulled my hair. "Oh my," moaned the queen. "Oh no," groaned the king. "A princess must not stamp her feet and yell and hit people. What can we do to help the princess?" First, the king and queen talked to the princess. Then they scolded the princess. Then they sent her to bed without her royal supper. They even said she couldn't ride her royal horse, but nothing helped. The princess just kept on stamping her feet and yelling and hitting people. Finally, the king and queen summoned the royal magician. "Oh, wise magician, can you help the princess?" asked the king. "Oh, wise magician, please help the princess," begged the queen. "I will try," answered the magician, and with that, he disappeared. The next day, when the royal gardener told the princess that she must stay out of the queen's royal rose garden, the princess got very angry. She stamped her feet. But when she stamped her feet, something strange happened. Her feet hit a stone that had suddenly appeared on the path. The princess hurt her feet on that stone. The next day, when the royal schoolmaster told the princess she had counted the royal gold all wrong, she got angry. But she couldn't stamp her feet. They were too sore. So she began to yell, and yelled, and yelled, and yelled. But when she yelled, something strange happened. The schoolmaster couldn't hear her. The princess yelled until her throat became so sore she couldn't yell anymore. That night, when the royal nursemaid told the princess that she must go to her royal bedchamber, the princess got angry, but she couldn't stamp her feet, and she couldn't yell. Instead, she hit the nursemaid as hard as she could. But when she hit the nursemaid, something strange happened. The place where she struck the royal nursemaid was so hard she hurt her hand. The princess ran off to her royal bedchamber crying. She sobbed and sobbed. After what seemed to be a very long time, the royal magician appeared before her. "You made this happen," she whimpered, wiping her eyes. "Yes, I did," said the magician, "so that you'll learn that you must not stamp your feet and yell and hit people anymore." "But I have to do something," sobbed the princess. "When I get angry, I feel like I could explode." The magician nodded slowly. "Well, maybe, just maybe, I could show you a magic secret that would help your anger go away." The magician stroked his beard. "But I don't know. Magic isn't easy." "Oh, show me, show me. Please let me try it," begged the princess. "Well," the magician answered, "when you get angry and want to stamp your feet, say these magic words instead. I'll whirl and whirl around and around until my anger's in the ground. The princess said the words and whirled around and round. That feels good, she said, but I don't know if it will work. Do you have any other magic words? Well, said the magician, when you get very angry and want to yell, try these magic words. I'll puff my cheeks and blow until my anger's all let go. The princess said the words. Then she puffed her cheeks and blew and blew. That might work, the princess said, but I'm not sure. What else can I do? Well, there is one more magic secret I can show you. When you get angry and want to hit someone, try these words instead. I'll hold my finger very tight until I know that I won't fight. The princess said the words, then she held her finger very tightly. Said the princess, it just might work. The very next day, the royal horse groom forgot to saddle the princess's royal horse. The princess started to stamp her feet, but then she remembered what the magician had taught her. She stopped and said, I'll whirl and whirl around and around until my anger's in the ground. The princess whirled around and around, and to her great surprise, her anger disappeared. When the royal jester made a joke about her, the princess started to yell. But then she remembered what the magician had told her. She stopped and said, I'll puff my cheeks and blow until my anger's all let go. Then the princess puffed her cheeks and blew. To her amazement, her anger disappeared. Later that day, the prince put a frog down the princess's back. The princess started to hit the prince, but she remembered what the magician had taught her. She stopped and said, I'll hold my finger very tight until I know that I won't fight. She held her finger very tightly, and before she knew it, her anger disappeared. And so did the frog. Ever after that, the princess knew what to do whenever she felt angry. And as she grew older, she taught many others to use the magician's magic words. And the king and queen and prince and royal jester and royal nursemaid and the royal schoolmaster, all of the other people of the kingdom were very happy and peaceful indeed. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you princes and princesses sleep very well tonight.